first social experiment, and I'm gonna call this social experiment friend, a link between two friends. So you in this link will be you will be the link between two friends that you have that do not know each other, and I'm gonna explain you what is this all about. Okay, recently something happened to me, and that I guess it's very common to happen to a lot of people, but now I'm gonna try to make it as a social experiment. Now I'm gonna explain you a story. A friend of mine told me that somebody showed up in her dream, okay? But that somebody was a friend of mine. So I was the friend between this friend and that friend. This friend told me that this friend showed her in her dream. Now, this friend, the first friend, does not know the second friend. I'm the link between these two friends. So do you get the story? Do you get the example? So this is the example, and I'll make it, I'll explain it one more time, and I'll make it even more simple. Let's say you have a friend, you have two friends. These two friends they never saw each other. They do not know, they never heard, maybe they heard about themselves through you only in conversations, but they never actually saw each other in person. Even online, they didn't see themselves. It's just like two friends that you talk about. So let's say, to make it easy, one friend will be on the left, will be the female friend that you have. Let's say this is personal, and the other friend will be a male guy, and that is professional. So now you have personal. Let's say this is your girlfriend, or let's say this is your wife if you are a guy. Now if you are a girl, vice versa, the personal friend will be male, the non-personal friend will be a female, and this one is the male friend. It's, let's say, your boyfriend or your husband or some related guy, and this friend is a professional. It's in your job. So now this is the experiment. Now, so this friend, the friend that is close to you, personal, tells you, hey, I had a dream that this friend of yours that you was talking about a couple of days ago or whatever, he showed up in my dream, or she showed up in my dream, and I know his or her face. You got that? So, but you don't know. So usually when this happens, you wonder, is this real, or this is like just... Now we're gonna take the scientific method. This is the experiment part of this thing. I'm gonna take a couple of pictures. I'm gonna take a couple of pictures of not friends. Like, I'm gonna take random pictures from internet, and I will show my friend pictures of these guys with only one question. The question would be, which of these people feels most familiar to you? Okay, you got that experiment? So I will download some pictures from internet or from Facebook. I will download them on my phone or on my computer, 5 pictures or 3 pictures or 10 pictures, and you're gonna just and I'm gonna just ask this friend that told me that another friend of mine came to her dream and said something or whatever. So you got the idea? That's kind of, maybe I'm complicating too much the experiment with too much explanation, but I want to make it clear. So there is this friend here who is a friend of mine, and this friend told me that this friend here showed up in her dream, and this friend wants to know who's this friend of mine, how he or she looks like. Okay, so I do not know. So I don't know if this friend has a dream. So now I want to test the accuracy of this dream. Is it this, like, people come into your dream and they're visiting you from other dimensions, or you have closeness with someone, or somehow, you know, people from the dreams, they come to you, right? And sometimes you ask, is this accurate, or just imagination, or just you know, the other dimension, whatever it is, the other dimension. So now I want to make a scientific test, and I want you to help me out in this scientific test. If you have similar experience, two friends, they do not know each other. One say, you know, this friend here visited me, came in my dream and tell me this or did that or whatever, you know, and you want to know if this first friend guessed the face. So you're going to test this first friend. You're going to take 5-6 pictures of internet, and in one of these pictures, in one of this sequence, you're going to put the picture of this friend. You got that? So this friend told you that this friend came in the dream, and you want to test now this friend, social experiment. You want to make a social experiment, so this is the experiment. We're going to take random pictures of 5 or 10 people similar to this friend, the face. Maybe similar, maybe not similar, it doesn't matter. And we're going to try to see if this friend here will guess the face of this friend here, the friend who came previously in the dream and said something. That's the experiment. It's very simple, and I'm gonna test it today, and I will give you results. You know, I'm gonna say what happened with this friend of mine. Did she guess the face of this other friend? Okay, if this is sounds cool, like a social experiment, let me know what you think. Did this thing happen to you as well? I think it's a very common situation when you are linked between two friends that do not know each other, and two friends, and you're talking to this one, and you're talking to that one, and you're talking to this one, and all of a sudden this one say, hey, listen, this other friend came to my dream, and but this friend tells, I do not know how this friend looked like. That's it. So you want to test now if this friend came in the dream and is the same place, is the same face. So that's it. Tell me what you think about this social experiment, okay? And subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna make more of these online social experiments, no matter how many people are watching this.